Hola Galeras. It is me, Just Blake. As you well know, I have been painting quite a bit, and I have a piece that I just finished, and I'd really like to show it to you. Most of this week is probably going to be me kind of just relaxing, honestly. At this point, we just did a lot of stuff, and it feels like not overdoing it is probably the best way to go. But I do have to show you this painting. So I worked on it for about a month for a commission for a wonderful person. And now it's done. And I have to ship it off very soon. So I'm excited. Finishing a painting is kind of one of those weird things you do, and then you wonder what your next step is in a lot of ways. Truth is, I don't know. I'm going to paint, obviously, but what I'll paint next, it's a bit of a mystery. So yeah, I gotta package this up and ship it off with a little painting and handwritten letter. I'm just gonna take a bunch of newspaper and then I'm gonna use some painter's tape and I'm gonna do it. It's like that way, and then I'm gonna roll it, as it were, and then walk up to the shipping place, get a tube, pay to have that shipped off, and then that'll go to them. It's not as hard as it sounds. It's a lot of walking, but walking is fine. Walking is good for you. So yeah, that's about it. That's how I wrap them. It's kind of interesting, at least to me. You know, big painting, wrapped up, letter, 2 paintings, off to the mail. Off to adventure, young ones. Off to... I'm only probably about half a mile away from this, but the hills are deep, you know? Long hills, big walks. Got my boots on though, so it makes it a little easier. But still a lot of snow on the ground, very icy, just so you can see. Shipping. Lots of ice. Chainsawing the ground and trees. Well, not the ground, trees. Keeping it moving. Almost there. Post office sort of packaging place. Local Tacoma Park, though. Very good for shipping. They know my name. I ship a lot of stuff. So. Right around that corner. With the green. Deep overdressed for today. That's alright. Milled it off. Everything's good. Took my hat off. Way too hot. And too many layers. So, you know, beyond that, everything's good. I'm going to finish posting all the stuff for Painter's Breakfast. Please go check that out. You'll be getting this, so at this time when you see this, it'll be tomorrow. So yesterday, you should go watch the video from yesterday. Yeah, that's about it. So Galeras, on the Painter's Breakfast, I get too many shows. On the Painter's Breakfast, we talked about this interesting little topic that I'd love to kind of jump to, if we could. Someone asked me last week about artists and consumerism and whatnot. And I thought about it, and I was like, well, there's a lot of artists that are making stuff specifically just to sell things. And it's kind of just part of what we do, honestly. Like, we, in this day and age, we make art so that we can make a living. I don't think, when I look at old art, that I think of that as like a consumerism thing, because there's a lot of artists who didn't sell anything while they were alive. I think they probably tried, but they weren't successful at it. It's kind of this weird aspect of art is mostly alive while the artist isn't, in some ways. I guess in a way I'm kind of an exception in some cases, as I sell art and I do things, as a lot of artists in my time now are able to do. But yeah, I will say a key thing to remember, at least from this artist to you, is get your shipping pricing right. I sometimes charge half of what the shipping should be, and that is a mistake on my part. But it's a learnable thing. All you can do is kind of adjust, find out, and move forward. So the next shipping thing that I do, I will write down what the shipping was this time, and I will make sure that is at least included. And yeah, it'll be all right. For the most part, I think be kind to yourself, be good, try to enjoy some art from local artists that you know, and celebrate. Join Patreons like my own, YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. I'm a third of the way there now, so we'll get there. I'm close to 400, so hopefully we'll get to 400 by the end of the month, and then we'll get the other 600 sooner than later, and we'll keep moving forward. I see some of these channels, they've got like thousands of people, hundreds of thousands, if not 20s of thousands, and I'm like, I would love that. I think that'd be cool. I think a lot of people like my work, and they have for a long time, but you know, it's hard to beat algorithms. So the only way to do so is to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all those things. And I will see you next week. Painter out. Ciao. Bye.